What we're going to do today is show you what makes a GT. This is a 1965 Ford Mustang GT. Okay, there's the fog lights. Here's the Mustang, and there's the stripes going all the way down, and also the GT label. Next thing is disc brakes. You can look inside here and you can see the rotors. And you can look right over here. Here's the calipers for disc brakes. So the stripes run all the way to the back. These are drum brakes. There's only disc brakes for the front, and they're not powered assist, they're just regular. Alright, in the back, on 65, it didn't have GT. On 66, it did. But the other thing that you look at is right here, this panel. The GTs had a cutout and it came through the panel. The other Mustangs went on the bottom of that panel. See, so once again, you got the stripe. Comes inside the door. All the way across the bottom, it says Mustang. It'll say GT. Disc brakes, and here's the regular disc brakes. Here's the calipers and the rotors. You have to look for the fog light switch underneath the dash, so you'll be turning that on. All the lights will come on over here, including the tach. I have it spliced in to the wires that light up all the dash so that the tachometer comes on. So that takes care of all those lights and fog lights. Also, well, you can't see because it's sunny out, the rear lights come on, the running lights. So that's how it's wired. So that's how you tell if you have the fog lights from the factory. So shut it off, the lights will come off. Shut the car off so you don't run the battery down. Now if we look underneath the hood, the first thing, let's just look at these numbers. And right there, A. So that's the first one. This one has matching gold valve covers, air cleaner, and this is a 4-bell carburetor. The other thing is master cylinder. It's got the clips on either side, and it is not power assist. Okay, the next thing, the shocks are heavy duty, the springs are a little bit stronger springs, and then the same thing with the sway bar. I'm just going to measure this while you're watching. And it says 13/16. That's the size of the sway bar. Okay. Next thing you have to look for is the wires for the fog lights. Now, it has this little plastic grommet, so let's just take this off. Okay, and then when you feel on this side, you'll feel it's got a little lip because it wasn't drilled out, it was punched out. So most likely when they built this, they put this clip back in, or made this support bar, probably sitting on one big press. The guy puts the metal in there, pressed the foot pedal, it bent it and punched those holes and all the rest of the things that it needed. But that is the key item, is right there. That's what you're looking for. Power steering, they all didn't come with power steering. The other thing you want to look for is the tag on the steering box. Okay, so there it is, and that one says HCC AX. That means manual steering, quick ratio. Alright, on the inside, first thing, just look at the tag. Once again, it says A. The next thing you're looking for is where it says disc brakes on the brake pedal itself. See if it has fog lights. And then you're looking for round gauges right here. Now there's also another thing you can do if you take this off. Is this supposed to be round part of the dash here where this instrument panel connects to, but I'm not going to take that off. Let's see, here's the radio. That's it. In the back, which I am not going to take the seat out because it's never been out and I don't want to damage it at all. There are plates right here, one on this side and one on that side, for the dual exhaust. And that's where you'll see, I'm going to show you on the back side, on the bottom, where they bolt up for the, hold the exhaust system up. Should be one right here and one about right there. So just for a safety precaution, I always do this up because I just get more afraid as I get older. After I jack it up to make sure it's not going to fall down on me. Okay, on the bottom you'll see the clamps right here for the dual exhaust. Also, the brake line is moved over. The brake hose stays farther away from the exhaust. So underneath, at the tail end of the spring here, you'll see a hole here, and you stick your finger in there and you'll see that it gets all blocked off, because that is the bracket for the hold the dual exhaust up. There's one on the other side also. So that's the other part. Also, okay, I'll show you the same thing over again, but this is on the passenger side. There's the bracket, and then there is that metal plate that's welded from the inside, and that is extra support for this bracket here for the dual exhaust. So if we move back, oh, this junk. Okay, push all this back, you'll see right here is a rubber plug. If you put your finger in there, you'll feel the bracket. So that's one side. The other side is underneath the tire. And once again, just move all this stuff out of the way, and you'll see it right here, this plug. So if you take that out, put your finger right there, it's going to stop because there's a bracket in there. That's for the exhaust system. And the final thing that makes this a real GT, this is the original invoice. Here's a serial number. It matches the fender inside the door. And it says Wilson Russell Ford Sales, and there's the original plate that goes with that, and it says Mustang hardtop, Ragoon red, 289, closed emission systems, which I'll show you that. It's pretty interesting. And then it's a tire, and here it is, GT equipment. They charged $168 to put all that GT equipment on there. And then once again, 289 4-speed, AM radio, and styled steel wheels. So these are the styled wheels, and this car has the original license plates. Notice they're black with yellow letters. Oh, and the closed emission system is, this is where you put your oil, so the excess, whatever comes out of the engine, comes right out that tube and goes right into the air cleaner. And on the back side, you got this PVC system, and that just hooks right into the back of the carburetor, and so it just, all that stuff just gets all reburnt. So that's all the things that you look for to see if it's a real GT, because you can buy a lot of this stuff. You can buy these headlights, you can buy instrument panels, you can buy the master cylinder and the shocks and the springs and the sway bar, but you can't buy an A number on the fender. But you know, there's always, of course, you can get the emblems and everything else. But the other thing is the exhaust on the back, where the bracket comes through. You can't buy that. That's the way it is. You can't buy the metal plate, and you have to look for the metal plates. The fog lights. And make sure when you turn your fog lights on, when the fog lights go on, the instrument panel goes on, and the running lights in the back go on. That's how it was originally wired. That's all the things you have to check for.